It hit me like a freight train. Their gratitude had been charged on my credit card. That was the moment I realized everything I'd done. Every late-night phone call, every extra rent check, wasn't love or family duty. It was manipulation. Hi, I'm Jillian, and for years I played the role of the helpful, supportive cousin and sister-like figure to my chosen family. But this isn't a sob story. It's a revenge story with a twist you won't see coming. Started about 7 years ago. I was a freshly minted 25-year-old paralegal, working my tail off in a small firm in suburban Philadelphia. My mom's best friend Renee had 3 kids, twins Alex and Casey, and a younger sister Phoebe. They'd always been close to our family like honorary nieces. I loved them like they were my own, maybe too much. Casey lost her job in a startup crash. Alex's car blew up, literally. Phoebe graduated and promptly couldn't find steady work. Without blinking, I began sending rent money, bailing them out of tickets, covering utilities, medical copays, anything that came up. In my mind, family takes care of family. And I loved them. But somewhere along the line, the gratitude started to feel transactional. I'd get polite thank yous in texts, but zero help in return when I was struggling. Every time I mentioned a problem like my roof leaking, they'd disappear. Tension builds when I got a notice that my credit card was maxed out. I'd been funding vacations for them, just pay me back when you can, buying holiday gifts on my tab and covering my own expenses. I remember lying in bed at night, eyes stinging with tears, thinking, what have I done? One Sunday morning I called Casey. Hey, can you Venmo me? I covered your car repair last month. Silence thundered back. Yeah, sure. 3 days later, $63 shows up. Insulting but fine. Then Alex's response when I asked for rent split. Oh, my bank froze. I'll do it this weekend. That weekend lasted 3 weeks. I tried talking to Renee. I said, it's just, I'm exhausted. She looked at me like I'd insulted her cooking. They're doing their best, Jill. She half laughed when I pointed out I was doing all of it. That's when the first spark of revenge flickered. Not vindictive, more like existential. I realized I'd been used. And used I would no longer be. Here's where things get interesting. I didn't storm in on Thanksgiving and drop the hammer. No dramatic confrontation. That would have fit the Hollywood plot, but real life doesn't work like that. Instead, I started dropping breadcrumbs. I waited until everyone was at Renee's house, game night. I pushed my phone over and said, I'm gonna pay that flat-rate electric bill again this month. Got no room in my budget, so I set up the payment to come out of your Venmo. I did it casually, like paying for pizza. Frowns. Why your Venmo? Why are you still doing it? So I leaned in. You said you can pay me back, right? Venmo, family cuz paid electric. Crickets. A few days later I texted a friendly reminder. Then I waited. While their excuses rolled in, bank froze, forgot, had unexpected vet bills. I let it slide. But I tracked every promise. Rents, car tags, prescriptions, all logged in a spreadsheet titled, Family Tab, $38,742.67. Seeing that number jolted me. That's when the revenge switch flipped. I arranged a game night under the guise of reconciliation. Renee's house again, candles, charcuterie. My social media even hinted, looking forward to quality family time. Much love. When everyone arrived, I slid the printed spreadsheet onto the table. I watched faces fall as they realized cheap wine and small talk wouldn't fix this. Guys, I love you. But this isn't working. They tried the usual. You've helped us, we're sorry. Alex snapped. You're making this drama, Jill. Drama's when you blow through tens of thousands and act confused when I need help. I handed the sheet to Renee. You only care about my help when it's convenient. I'm cut out for emergencies and family duty, but not support. Silence. Then I dropped the twist. I've erased your debts. All of them. They blinked. You heard me. Checked them all out long ago. But I've closed that credit card, cut me off, and set up a repayment plan. For you. Starting now. Their jaws dropped in unison. The room grew thick with tension. Why? Casey whispered. Because you need to know what it feels like. You need skin in the game. And listen, if you don't meet the plan, I'm not sending money anymore. I'll send the court summons. It had this bizarre effect. Once the fear and urgency were real, the anger vanished. The look changed to something like respect. It's been 6 months. Casey's on autopay for $200 monthly. Alex chipped in for a down payment on a used car. Phoebe got a job and actually pays for power, and sometimes splits dinner with me when I'm broke. Renee, she's apologized more in these months than in 7 years. She's starting to pay rent quietly. Now my credit score is climbing. I'm finally saving up for a house. They're not freeloaders anymore. They've earned their spot at the table. We still have family dinners, but now there's equity. The twist. If I'd just taken money out of their Venmo at the start, they'd have freaked out then too. But I didn't. I waited for them to grow, to step up. I gave them every chance. That's the revenge, the gift of accountability. Let them face real consequences and see they can still stand. And it worked. Remember this, sometimes love is tough love. Paying bills isn't caring, it's keeping them from learning. If you take hit after hit, stop. Give them the chance to fight. Maybe they surprise you. I lost money, but I gained something more: respect, boundaries, and the kind of relationship that doesn't crumble when the next crisis hits. So yeah, I paid their bills for years. But what made me proud was learning that letting go can be the hardest and the kindest thing you do.